The biggest turning point in my writing was realizing that people didn't want to just laugh or be amazed. It is cool to have a turn of phrase that makes people stop and think, or a joke that elicits a belly laugh, a set piece that's so huge that it makes the mind sing a silent note of awe, you know. Equally, it's cool to make the audience cry, or doubt their beliefs, or memorize a useful fact. You can write a memorable sing-along or a catchphrase that kids repeat to each other. You can play jester to the court, and there's plenty of jobs that exist in that space. But I don't think it's ours. I don't think that's our job. When watching something well-crafted, a solid object, something that is well put together, I really appreciate its sturdiness. There's an art to it. I'm admiring the professionalism. Properly formulated, it's logical, it's functioning. Its creators have earned their stripes, and they're upfront about what it's about, what it intends to do, even about its limitations. Or conversely, it could be so trite and insipid that its flavorlessness, that its reliance on saying things that are easy to say, the corniness and the cliche becomes a kind of camp. That it's a sort of zone of suspended disbelief where the audience gets used to it like a hot bath for 20 minutes of weird. It could bring something truly remarkable to the table that nobody's ever seen before. But I don't think that's our job. The job isn't to make something nobody's ever seen before. It's not to pull something from the void and have people admire it. It isn't. The job is to tell the truth, to record, interpret, and adapt moments of what it is to be you. Somewhere between a given experience and your reaction to it is the effortless, pristine you. You get the half emotions, the trigger feelings that don't ever reach your face, thoughts that never became acts. The mind is a trillion constellations in sequence. It's an electrical pattern, and it's so alone. It spends its whole life alone, and then it dies. And I think before that pattern stops, before it becomes inert meat, an object immediately as old as the universe, I would like to put some of it down, to have it make somebody else feel less alone. That's the job. To be honest, to tell the truth, to be accurate. Looking at the present like that, at just what's currently happening honestly, it's really therapeutic at the moment because the future's very unclear. There's a lot of books and degrees out there that will tell you what an artist's duty is. It's to induce a feeling of unease or discomfort or peace. It's to entertain or invent. It's how quickly it can stir up a particular feeling and move on to the next one. It's not about concepts or designs or method. The artist's responsibility is to themselves. Ultimately, if you cut away the structure and the gimmicks, if you cut away the setting and the characters and who to admire and what's cool and colourful and pretty about it, if you cut all that shit away, all that's left is you. It's the human. It's you. You're what's valuable about your work. This is different to my other guides because I can't really tell you how to be you. All I can really say without reservation is that categorically, you'll never make worse work than when you're trying to impress somebody. There's no work more deserving of indifference than something that's been made to suit purpose. If it's audience demanded, that's pornography. That's satisfying one thing. No. You're documenting yourself. And the thing is, you don't have to try to be you, right? It's just instinctual. So why is it so fucking difficult? And it's a process. You get there eventually. You just have to keep it in mind, I feel. If you have integrity, if you have this fully and comprehensive you-ness, then you can take any criticism. The work will weather it. You'll weather it. I feel like your confidence improves by degrees when you're being yourself. And so we record the little things of what it is to be us. Feelings that we can all agree on because they're instinctive. They haven't had to be pulled out from anywhere or justified. The fact that it's great to have good water pressure in a new apartment. The fact that the place between sleeping and being awake is full of weird music. Brutally, honestly recording all the peaks and the troughs and the mundane. That's the way to go. Let yourself say things. Say a little joke if you have one. Record the whole thing, missing nothing, impressing nobody. And if you fail doing that, you won't feel bad about it. That's all anyone wants to see because we are all those electric patterns and we all want to feel less alone. It's really, truly, I believe that. It's all anybody wants to see. And if you get it right, it's just one more thing that you'll have in common with your artistic heroes. If you're making work that's honest, if you're working hard, that's better than talent. That's better than finding collaborators. That's better than a great idea because those things follow. So, to recap, bloom into a writer honestly documenting their experience and you'll find not only will your confidence grow, you'll reduce the impact of criticism. Write what you like, not what others might like. There's no video next week. Video 10, that's a nice round, comfortable number. I do intend on making more of these. There's a lot more to talk about. There's finding talent, there's recording voices, there's making a pitch Bible, there's pitching. But these videos take about a day to write, to record, to edit, and to put online. So I'm going to focus on my other projects just for the time being. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your comments, and I think it's helped me. See you next time. Thanks.